All right, y'all. Okay, so the very first thing I have to say is I just wanted you guys to come and watch. What the hell is all of this going on here? With I mean, it's even like extra shiny. What the hell? Uh, so I'm gonna start with some like massive thank yous here. Aluminium Ape, thank you for following. Dr. Gruesome, thank you for following, and 5 subs. So 5 subs and your own sub. So yeah, huge thank you. And yeah, the extra shiny version, so that's cool. So we do a quick welcome in for everybody, since that's always fun. Obviously, welcome Mira, welcome Link, welcome Atha, Blorch, Mama Boots, Gruesome, Quetzal, Soul Reaver, Bob, Swordfish. Ooh, there's all kinds of people here. Enigmas. I'm probably going to miss a whole bunch of people. But that being said, we're going to get started in just a couple of minutes here. Just a rundown. What the hell? Gruesome. And Koki. Y'all are killing me. I can't even finish saying things before the next thing happened. I'm gonna take a stab in the dark and say most of you guys know the folks that are gonna be joining me today. And I think actually as a result of that, most of you know the world we're going to be operating in. Enigmas clearly does. It is the World of Darkness. Basically, for those that aren't familiar, the World of Darkness is basically exactly like our world in every way, except it's just kind of shitty. Just imagine our world, but not great, right? Everything is a little darker, a little bit dirtier, and most importantly, monsters are real. So, you're gonna find there's all kinds of little creepy things that go bump in the night, and, you know, you're used to most of them, right? Vampires and werewolves and everything wild that you weren't so sure were real in this world. They absolutely are. So, I am going to go ahead and welcome our guests onto the stream. Give me just a moment here. We're going to bring everybody out and
thick-walled.
Yeah, like if you've ever had one of those like aluminum can Sapporos or whatever, or the
Yeah,
are
the steel
on.
cans. Oh, hello.
Oh, hello.
Hi, everybody.
And then some extra thank yous to go out there. Thanks to Rabid Beefalo for the bits. Thank you, Shiojo and Stacksto, for following. Thank you, Pig, for the extra bits. Indeed, there are real monsters, at least in the World of Darkness. They look a little bit different from the ones on that show, but we're running, you know, more or less in the same vein. It's fine.
Yeah.
Let's do the roll down the line here. Make sure that everybody knows who is here. I think we'll start over with Atha.
Oh man, did you start us in alphabetic order?
No, that's just the order that y'all popped up on the Foogies.
Oh, that's Discord's fault, not mine.
Yeah.
It's me, your boy.
Oop. Did we lose Atha's audio?
I was worried that was my connection for a second.
Me too.
Same.
We just suddenly have no Atha audio.
Oh
Oh
no.
Atha, come back.
Oh no.
I swear I can change.
Yeah, that's a good point, Gruesome. If everybody, Cookie's a little quiet. Let's see if I can.
The first time that's ever been said.
I can also turn myself up on my end. It's just gonna blow my microphone out a little bit, but it's better than not being heard if you can't go higher.
Yeah, you might have to come up a little bit. It looks like my version of Discord is not allowing for separate volumes.
Is this better?
Oh,
Am I
no.
more competitive there? Do you want it down from here?
You sound a little louder to me.
Sounds good.
I saw Riva.
And I can also adjust myself down if it's just everybody else is quieter than me.
Better still. Okay, let me turn myself up again. Let me do. Okay, that and.
I think if I bring myself down just a smidge, we can kind of counter it.
All right.
Okay. Do we
How
have
was
an
that?
Atha back?
Oh, poor Athagorn.
We're
Aw.
bringing Atha
Ouch.
back. Yeah.
Atha didn't lose connection, so that's a good sign, but
Yeah,
I'm
it
not sure
looks like he's
why
still here with us.
we can't communicate with Atha through the void.
Okay, well, for the moment, we'll move to the next one down the line, which happens to be Koki. Oh no, we did lose
I
Alpha.
jinxed her.
Ah!
I jinxed him.
Oh
Yeah.
no!
I know. I think he
Cookie.
has been having some internet issues lately. Hopefully that'll
Ah.
improve.
Clear
Mhm.
up.
But yeah, I'm Cookie. I'm half frog, half Puerto Rican, but all mouth, and I'm really excited for this. And the reason why you guys heard me talking about cans wasn't because of Sprite. It was because I brought a Coca-Cola back in my jacket, like it through Japan, and I remembered I still had a Japanese cola in my refrigerator, and I was really excited, so I cracked into it today. But it doesn't really taste very different than American Coke, but it doesn't have corn syrup at least. It's pretty similar though.
Fair enough.
The can's different though. It's like a steel can, like kind of like the Asahi or like the big ones,
Oh
like the
yeah, so it's a
the
little
tough
like
can.
heftier, a little stronger.
Yeah, it's a hefty can.
Thicker.
But yeah.
Cool. All right, Mira.
Hello, I'm Kamira. A lot of people call me Mira. I'm just a normal girl. I like to hang out at the Frog Pond and I do a variety of things. And yeah, I'm excited to be a werewolf today.
Very cool.
Yippee.
Yeah.
Blorch.
Hello, I'm the Blorch, friendly neighborhood extra-dimensional slime boy, and I am also excited to be a werewolf today.
All right. Simple, to the point. I like it.
Right?
We are short of one. Let's see if I can remember Atha's basic
Slime!
rundown. He is. I just remember something about a fantasy character. I know there's stuff about like he's a big fan of Zelda and Lord of the Rings, but I don't remember all the details.
Yeah.
I'll let him fill us in if
Yeah.
he's able to rejoin us.
Honestly, that makes sense. Like I always noticed, like Athagorn sounded like a very like noble name. So the fact that it's
Fantasy,
like, elf
yes.
coded, that makes sense. Not that he's an elf, but you know what I mean. It sounds very
I want
like
to
Athagorn.
say, and I'm sure I'm remembering this wrong, but I want to say that there's something. Oh, yeah,
Whoa.
we might have him back.
Welcome back.
Hello.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Hello. Yay.
Okay, let's try that again. Atha, fill us in on all the details that we were inevitably wrong about.
What?
I was trying to remember your like lore to do your introduction, and I couldn't remember.
I'm just a little guy. I'm just a little guy. Don't worry about it.
Just
I
a
just
little
play
guy.
games. I like to sing. I like to play things. That's me. I just do things. I like
Sing
doing
out
things.
about the
Fair
Mona
enough.
and the Juna and the
I
Spring.
try.
Yeah. All right, so yeah, to get to the point here, basically we are all going to be playing some Werewolf the Apocalypse. As I said, World of Darkness is our world, but shittier, right? And a bunch of
Somehow.
those things that go bump in the night just happen to actually be real in this world, but that's minor. What we're looking at in the moment is these four fine folks have relatively recently discovered that they themselves are indeed werewolves. So actually, we're going to go real quick one more time down the line and introduce our characters.
Ah.
Atha, tell us a little bit about your character.
All right. My character, I decided to also start his name with the letter A because it's easy. Andrew Davies Clark. And there's a detail about this last name Clark. But he's just he lost his parents very early, and he was just going around in the adoption system, trying to just live his life and all, like, trying to do the things that kids are required to do, teenagers actually, because he was 13 when that happened. And after a while, he noticed that even though he had a good relationship with some people, it wasn't always easy for him to get along with people. and he didn't understand why. But there was one dude that he liked a lot and helped him a lot growing up and all that. But he was never adopted too, so he kind of got out of there because of age and all, and he went
Yeah.
along to live his life and all that.
Pretty normal kind of stuff you see with our werewolf friends. Doki, who will you be starring as this evening?
I'm gonna be Mitzi, which it's kind of funny because it's like a name that I was gonna use for like my VTuber originally, but I was like, I just really like the name. But yeah, I actually don't have experience playing TTRPGs, so I didn't go too crazy. So she's gonna have a very similar personality to myself, but she instead is gonna be a bit more of a lone wolf and a little bit more of an edgelord than I am. But
Which
she does
Live
really
your
actually
dreams.
Yeah.
reminds me to something that I meant to say a little bit earlier, which is just a quick note for everybody that I am a little bit out of practice as a storyteller slash DM slash whatever terminology you're familiar with, and my 4 players are not the most experienced players. So we're gonna try
It's a
and cut
very nice
everybody
way of
some
putting it.
slack on that tonight. If we miss a rule or something and you know it better than we do, you're welcome to throw it in chat. But odds are that as storyteller tonight, I'll probably just hand wave anything that's a little off, and we'll carry on with the evening. So apologies in advance if anybody notices anything out of place like that. That being
Fun
said,
is the most important rule of all.
I mean, I think the most important rule of all is Rule 0. The rules are important right up until they stop being fun.
Exactly.
Mm.
All right, Mira, who are you starring as tonight?
My character is Ashlyn Martin. She goes by Ash, and she's pretty average, normal girl, but she works as an ER nurse. So she sees some
Ooh.
things and deals with things on the daily. But yeah, I don't know what else. I didn't go too deep into her lore either.
Trauma.
Oh, that's reasonable. You're bound to see some stuff as a nurse that's gonna remind you of how kind of messed up the world is, and that's usually what leads to that first change. Blorch, you are starring as.
I am Maxwell Barker. Um, I also was adopted. Never knew my real parents. Both of my adopted parents have unfortunately passed at this point. But I'm a software developer at a new tech upstart company, and we started working on a new like a new I'm like the brains behind the new product that we're working on, and it may or may not become relevant later that my business partners are not what they seem.
As I recall, it was the discovery of that led to your first change, correct?
Yes, correct. I just didn't know when to reveal it, but yes.
So obviously the other players don't know that yet, but that's information that the
Okay.
audience is certainly privy to.
Okay. So the
It will
characters
potentially become
characters
something
don't
that
know.
the other players know relatively soon.
Gotcha.
So
All right.
basically, the situation that we currently find ourselves in is that each of you have relatively recently experienced that first change. For some of you, it went very poorly. Actually, for all of you, it went very poorly because that's always how it goes. Exactly how poorly varies from person to person. And the interesting thing, of course, is that actually nobody really knows how any of this works. There's all kinds of theories that float around the werewolf community, and I mean this both in game and out, about exactly how it works. But yeah, nobody's ever really nailed down all the rules. It just kind of happens how it happens, and at the end of the day, everybody just says, "Well, that's how Gaia deemed it to be, so that's how it is." But at some point not too long after your first change, each of you were contacted, probably by some sort of mail or something, by a individual who doesn't make themselves super well known. They're not super clear about who they are. but they seem to somehow know who and what you are, and invite you to... Sorry, let me skim my notes here and make sure that I'm remembering what I wrote correctly. Did I not make proper note about that first note? Okay, cool. Oh, we lost Atha again. That's
no.
fun stuff. This could be a running issue.
Atha.
Hopefully it will
Aw.
not, but we'll see.
We could write it into the story.
I mean, yeah, people come and go. But yeah, basically you are contacted by somebody who somehow knows not only who you are, but what you are, and invites you to meet with them. No worries, Atha. When you're in, you're in. When you're out, you're still in. We'll just assume that you're still here.
You're online in our hearts.
Yeah, exactly. He invites you to a meeting at he's invites you to a spot that you're actually not familiar with, mostly because it's kind of well outside of town. It is for anybody who's familiar, so our story is actually taking place in the vicinity of San Francisco. He invites you to this like cafe in a small town, or near a small town up in the Santa Cruz Mountains, just south of San Francisco. It's interesting that he would invite you out there because none of you would normally really wander that far away from, the more inhabited parts of the Bay Area, wherever that part of the Bay Area is that you're from. I think some of you guys are from the north, some are from the peninsula, south, whatever, east. But this is normally not an area that you would go because it's a little more rural, a little kind of out in the backwoods kind of area. But you're obviously intrigued by the fact that somehow this person knows who and what you are, and in some cases, even the fact that he was able to find you because you've potentially decided that you are a danger and you will not be spending too much time around normal people. When you arrive at this location, you find that the place is about as quiet and empty as you would have thought. In fact, the only patron in the place is a single, slightly overweight person. They're not. You're not going to jump to the word fat, but you're also not going to call this person slim. He's got a pretty good beard going, and he's just sitting at one of the tables there, kind of drinking a beer. And as soon as he sees each of you step in, he kind of waves you over to the table to join him. He addresses you by name, and it's pretty clear that this is the person who invited you here. As each person arrives, he greets you nicely, invites you to the table. There's maybe some idle chit-chat, but it's pretty clear that he's kind of waiting for everybody to be there before he delves into his piece, whatever spiel it is that he's got cooked up for you. But once everybody is there and sitting at the table with him, he says, I'm really glad that you guys were able to join me. I would have been really disappointed if I had failed Gaia after she was so kind as to ask me to help out working with you. And honestly, I'm just happy to see wolves back in the area. It's been a while, and it's really great to see you here again, because obviously Gaia needs all the help that she can get. But she's asked me through the spirits to kind of help you get settled in this area and get you moving on the things that need to be done with the powers that you've been granted. I think, based on what has been imparted to me by the spirits, I think that the first thing we need to deal with is the, I don't even like saying it because every time I can tell where they're at because it just stinks. The entire neighborhood is putrid. I can smell the rot from those blood-sucking creatures, worm filth, and we're gonna have to deal with it. We're gonna have to exterminate them, very clearly. The problem is, because I've been avoiding them, I don't know exactly where they are, or even necessarily how many of them there are. I can tell you that there are 4 places in particular that I pretty consistently, if I get anywhere near them, I can just smell the rotting worm stink in the area. One of them is a pretty interesting spot for them to choose. It's the Pulgus Water Temple in, I believe it's in Redwood City. And actually, on the other side of Redwood City, there's a small theater that seems to carry the stink. The entire marina neighborhood near the Golden Gate Bridge just reeks every time I go there, but that's a really wealthy neighborhood, so that's pretty normal. And then the Hunters Point area in the south eastern part of the city always seems to carry some of that stink. So those are probably the first places that are worth taking a look. I would say the last of those places we should check is probably the Water Temple, because that one is... I can't go anywhere near it. There is a clear just... It's bad. We'll have to build up to dealing with that one. Whatever the hell is in there is really bad. Yeah, he kind of gives you that rundown, and at the end of that, he kind of leaves you with the idea that that's the sum total of what the spirits imparted to him. The last interesting thing that was imparted was that he's mostly been told to kind of just guide you. He's not here to take care of the problem himself, even if he could, which one person cannot. He does also reveal, and I'm sure you'll all be very surprised by this, that he is not Garou, he is Garal. He's not a werewolf, he's a werebear.
Oh.
Yeah. And he does kind of suggest that there are probably some other shifter species in the area. Some of them may be helpful, some of them may not. But it could potentially be worth trying to seek some of them out for information, especially the... I have trouble remembering all the different species names, so I want to remind myself real quick before I get it wrong. He's particularly suggesting that if you find yourself stuck, trying to get a hold of any Korax would be a really good idea. The Raven Shifters. They are well known for being excellent sources of information. However, they only give that information when they are ready to give it. So just seeking them out is not necessarily a guarantee that you will even find them, let alone get anything out of them.
Gotcha.
Okay.
And that's kind of where the conversation sort of peters out. So if you
Alright.
have any questions or ideas, it's very clear that he's open to those.
Okay. So if that's the case, do all our characters already know each other and stuff like that too? Like, are we already like crime fighting team? Like, are we already like?
I don't believe that you do know each other. I think that, yeah, if I'm not mistaken, you are all totally independent operators up to this point. Like I say, you've only relatively recently changed, probably within the last, like, might have just been a couple of weeks, might have been maybe a year tops, but it's relatively recent that you changed for the first time.
Gotcha. Okay, cool. Well, if that's the case, I mean, we're all wolves, right? We should probably follow our nose. Do some investigative stink journalism.
That's a solid approach. And you do have some neighborhoods that he's suggested might be good places to start sniffing around. But he is very clear that you're not going to like what you smell in certain neighborhoods. Just a heads up.
I better start small. I mean,
Yeah.
avoid
I kind of want to
the
know.
water
I kind of want to know a
temple,
bit
right?
more about.
avoid the water.
Yeah, that sounds like the last thing we want to go to. I kind of want to know more about this mysterious stranger.
Oh,
Like why? Like why?
He's kind of, how would I describe him?
Why should we?
further?
Why should we trust him?
I mean, at this point, most of what you have to go on is the fact that he somehow mysteriously knows who, and more importantly, what you are. The fact that he somehow
Okay.
knows that you are Guru is
Enough to
important information. Not necessarily that it, tells you that he's good or bad or what have you, but it's useful information to have. I will say, give me just a moment to think on this. Mira, your friend that we discussed in setup, she was not troubled by the appearance of the letter.
Okay.
So you maybe have that as a little bit of an extra clue, but everybody else is just kind of like grasping at straws, floating in the dark.
Gotcha. All right. I guess I'll trust him for now.
Yeah, I'm in too. I mean, we gotta start somewhere. And if this thing
Right.
stinks, that guy's gonna pay.
Yeah.
And in fairness, anybody who knows anything about werewolves knows that that's probably the outcome. You don't fuck with werewolves.
Yeah.
Even vampires generally, you guys don't know this in character, but even vampires usually are like, yeah, I'm not gonna try and fight a werewolf. I'm out of here.
That's pretty cool.
It doesn't tend to end well. Yeah, so I mean, you've got 3 other potential places to check. You've got the theater on the other side of Redwood City, you've got the Marina neighborhood, and you've got Hunter's Point.
I like the sound of Hunter's Point.
I will say, your current location where you're meeting with this Garal is closer to Redwood City than it is to San Francisco itself.
I say we go to the closest location, see what
Other than
see
the
what we
water
can
temple.
find.
Technically, the water temple is
Yeah,
the
yeah,
closest
yeah.
one.
Yeah, not the water.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, let's go easier mode than that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
let's sniff
Start
it
small
out.
and build. Yeah.
Yeah.
Head towards the closest location of the stinky sites.
So the place that he directs you to is, like I say, it's this small like community theater in downtown Redwood City. It's pretty unassuming. It's not super popular spot. It's kind of dingy, and even though it's in the county seat of San Mateo County, it's just not shiny or special in any way. It's just another storefront almost, seemingly, when you walk by it. But yeah, sure enough, as soon as you get anywhere near downtown Redwood City, you start to pick up this like disgusting putrid scent that every part of your being as a guru says this is wrong and bad and it needs to be cleaned now. And sure enough, as you get closer and closer to this particular spot, the stench just gets worse and worse, to the point where you can kind of start to feel that rage starting to build inside of you, right? That's you have to do something.
A visceral reaction.
Yeah, it's definitely just like that. It's just getting to you so bad, this scent. What
Okay.
would you like to do?
Can we try to
Hmm.
find the source?
You
Or
you
do
can
we
tell
know
pretty
where the
clearly that
source
it's
is?
definitely this theater.
Okay, then let's get in.
Do we want to
Is
call
the
in a
is
bomb
the
threat to the theater?
is
Make
the
everybody come
that's
out so we don't gotta go in?
That's a good
I was gonna
point.
ask, is
That's a
the
good
theater
idea.
even occupied right now?
There is, well, okay, what time of day are you going?
Hmm.
Your
Evening
your
hours.
meeting your meeting
Yeah,
with the
Mhm.
Garal is like afternoon time. So if you're going same day, it would probably, if you're going straight from there, it's probably going to be like evening.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
Yeah,
So
it's
it's
say
on
like
like a weekday.
nighttime-ish.
yeah, we headed there, but we stopped at Dunkin' Donuts. So like maybe like I guess maybe it's like
Got
we're
it.
there
We
at
had to
like
get our
7:15.
Dunkachino.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fair. Yeah, so you roll in there in the evening, but it's a weekday. So
Oh,
it
good
looks like
discount
it's
tickets.
not. Yeah, like actually what you end up finding is that there's just the troop is like the doors are locked, and I think there's like a sign on the door saying something about like there's a practice tonight or something, and kind of directing the actors to go to the back door or what have you.
So what do we do?
Do we want to just go straight to that back door and sniff around, or do we want to like break in somehow?
I mean, you can try
Die
to
Hard style.
pretend we're actors or something and just try to blend in. Right?
Yeah, we could
We
we could
could.
ask. Yeah, it'd be like, is this where the auditions are? We could play stupid, and then if that doesn't
Yeah.
work, we could try to break in. We could try to fake it. Although it stinks.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're definitely like, each of you is clearly having some difficulty like containing something. You're not even sure what it is. You just know that there's something about this scent that is wrong. You've got to fix it, right?
Mhm.
There's this innate drive to do something about whatever the source of this is.
Yeah. Let's see. Now the problem is, if it is the theater itself, like us going in there, they're gonna be suspicious of us, right? Because they could tell we're werewolves, right?
That is something that you do not know. Let's see.
Okay. All right.
Let me check something real quick here.
We're probably all in our homid form, right? Right now,
I would
I would
assume
assume.
that
Yeah.
in fairness, that is up to you. Perhaps you are running around as wolves or Krenos or something. I would
Yeah.
recommend either Hamid or Wolf, if anything. Maybe lean towards Hamid.
Yeah. We can. Why don't we just go in and check out the place? Let's just see, because who knows, like, what's in the back? We don't know the layout of the place. We didn't
Oh,
actually do any kind of research, like investigative research. So let's
yeah.
just go in as patrons and just be like, if they ask us like what, you can't spell that, we'd be like, oh, we assumed it was like a broken bathroom. We could play dumb.
Yeah. It's like, oh, sorry. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm down for that.
Okay.
Mhm.
So it sounds
Sounds
like
good.
So-
we're heading in the back door. So
Yeah.
you do exactly that. You kind of go around. There's like a back alley that's kind of runs behind this building, and like in the middle of the block to the side. And you go back there and you find that there's this unlocked door, and you head inside, and it initially takes you down into like a kind of underground backstage area, and you find yourselves kind of meandering around. You see a couple of people on your way through, all of them just kind of like, maybe they kind of glance at you sideways or whatever, noticing like, you don't seem like you're supposed to be here, but none of them really say anything. They just kind of let you go. And eventually you find your way to the actual stage. And as you come out from like the side of the stage, there's like a side door there as opposed to going onto the stage itself. You step out into the like main auditorium there, And what you find is there's a couple of people on stage, clearly kind of running some lines and practicing with each other. There's a couple of folks in the first couple of rows kind of sitting close to each other. This is obviously some kind of like, director and, some sort of production staff or something that are just watching and giving tips and things as these people are practicing. And as the group of you step out, all of them sitting in that audience area pretty much immediately turn and see these 4 people they've never seen before and are like, can we help you?
Yeah. Sorry. We're new to the area. We're just we're trying to see a show. We're is this where the performance is? Like we saw the
There's not
signs
a
that go around
show
that.
tonight. I think it's
Oh,
pretty clear that
geez.
there's not a show tonight.
Oh,
Ah,
our bad. Do you
really?
have like a schedule or something that we could like, take a look
Yeah.
at? Like, is that at the front desk? We'll take ourselves over there if you just point us where we gotta go.
Yeah, just like
It was posted in the front window.
Okay. All right. We somehow missed that, but that's fine. Can we get to that through this way? Can we go to the front lobby from via this way?
Yeah.
All right.
I'll have somebody bring you, and they kind of motion, and like an usher comes down and says, "Come with me, please," and they lead you up through the auditorium back to the foyer. They hand you a copy of the schedule, each of you, and kind of usher you out the front door again.
All right.
Oh,
So
that
that
was
wasn't
great.
so bad. Yeah.
Yeah.
We
Yeah,
kind of
yeah.
got a peep of the place
It
too.
seemed relatively normal.
pretty normal, I think.
Do me a quick favor. Sorry, I'm flipping through a couple of different files here, making sure I'm finding the right stuff. Anybody who wants to out of the group can roll. Let's do wits and awareness.
Okay. Awareness at 3. Where's wits?
Which is in attributes.
Yeah, so
Huh?
any pool is going to be something from
Oh,
usually something
I'll
from
go
that top
4.
section and something from that big middle section.
So I have a 3 in wits and a 2 in awareness.
Yep. So that would be 4d6 or 4d10.
4d10.
Yeah, and
Four-
anything over
okay.
a 6 is considered a success. If any pair of 10s is worth double.
So I got 110. I got a 2, a 5, a 3. You said 4 or
Yeah,
5?
you should have 4.
Okay. So I had 110, a 2, a 5.
Okay, so you got 1 success. Is anyone else rolling?
Yeah.
I mean,
I
my
got a 10.
awareness is 0, so
0 counts as a 10.
Oh,
Wait, are you using my roller? Did I?
how does the roller work exactly? Because it linked to a fantasy world generator thing, but I don't see the dice thing that you
Oh,
have.
Oh, it's the other-
roller is
the
on
other
my
link.
site, on my NeoCities.
Yeah.
Oh, my bad. Let me go grab that really
Yeah,
quick.
sorry, I should have been more clear about that.
Oh, the NeoCities looks really good. Oh, I got it. Yeah, I'm on here. Okay.
Okay.
Does there any... Oh, that's cute. You got like a Blorch version.
Blorch made me both of the sets that I've got.
Oh, they look good. Good job, Blorch.
Thank you.
Is there any kind of like penalty for us all rolling for something and we go with the highest roll? Is there anything wrong with that?
No, you're all welcome to roll, just only the people who succeed on that roll sufficiently will acquire the information.
Okay, and we roll a
Mm.
d6?
It is how many dots total between the 2 skills do you have?
I have 4 in wits and a 3 in awareness.
So a total of 7, so you're going to roll 7d10.
Okay,
Jesus.
7
nice.
a d10, a 7d10. Okay, 7d10. Boom, roll them. Okay, I got a 4, a 1, a 9, a 9, a 3, a 2, and a 9.
Okay, so 3
Wow.
successes. Okay.
That's good.
Nice.
Mira or Atha, would either of you like to roll?
I think we were rolled already.
I did.
Right?
I got 10, 8, and 9. And
Okay,
two
so you
sixes.
also have 3 successes.
So I only have 2 then, because it's 2 wits, 0 awareness.
You're welcome to roll it if you like. You never know.
2d10, right?
2d, yeah, 2d10, yeah.
Okay. A 10 and a 2.
Okay, so 1 success. So
Yeah.
Blorch and
lucky.
Atha, you guys don't really notice anything. You're mostly just kind of overcome by this stench and the desire
Bench.
to cleanse whatever it is. Mira and Koki, your characters each do see at a couple of points as you're moving through the building, you spot how would I describe this? Some odd shadows moving around. It's the first couple of times you notice it, you just kind of pawn it off as like some sort of trick of the eyes. But as you're moving through the building and you're seeing it more and more, eventually you start to think like, why are there so many like weird like lighting effects going on in this building? Like I get that they're doing weird light stuff, but these shadows seem almost impossible. And I keep seeing them. Something is casting strange shadows in this building. And at one point while you're talking to that like, you know, direction and production staff in the main auditorium, you see a couple of those interesting shadows kind of moving around off to one side of the theater that's mostly shadowy, but somehow even in the shadows you're seeing what seems like more shadows. And at one point it takes kind of a strange humanoid form that's just feels very wrong. And actually the scent seems to be emanating really strongly from that strange humanoid shadow.
Is it like coming from the people or just like in the building?
In the moment when you're seeing the shadow figure, it seems very clearly to be coming from the shadow figure. And as you think back, you realize actually, yeah, every time you saw the strange shadows, it seemed almost like the scent was coming from wherever the strange shadows were.
Well, I am nervous about them because that's not typical, you know? So, I guess we could cautiously proceed, but we should maybe not go too far without the others either, you know?
Yeah, because me and Atha are just kind of like,
you've all been together through this entire thing, but where Blorch and Atha's characters kind of don't seem to notice the shadows at any point, you two do.
I'm like, what are you guys talking about?
what's going on? What do you see? Do we notice them noticing?
I will say that's up to them if they choose to like kind of keep it to themselves,
Okay.
or if they want to be like whispering, like, "Hey,
Discussing with each other.
Let you guys decide how you want to."
Yeah. Did you see those shadows?
Yeah, they're pretty freak shadows. I never saw a shadow do that before. We should. I think we should get the guys. That's what I think. I don't.
I think we should. Yeah, I think we should tell them.
Yeah, I have no idea what we're dealing with, so I think we should maybe, you know, pull them aside and tell them what we saw. Maybe they'll have some insight.
Yeah.
So we decide to reform with the group and let them know that there's something kind of suspicious going on, guys. All right, we were walking and it wasn't just a regular shadow. It was a weird shadow that cast shadows, and it was weird, and we didn't know where it was coming from, and it's over here.
So
it's definitely
I'll
something
note
in
that once the usher leads you, kind of ushers you out of the theater again, totally out of the building again, which like he's moving pretty quick. He's clearly like, you're not supposed to be here, you need to get out, right? You are in downtown Redwood City. There's a few kind of cafes and restaurants and stuff around that you can go to if you want to kind of chill out and have a chat. There's like some kind of parks in the area too.
Okay. Do we want to like head out and see what like regroup and trying to figure out how we can
I think that's a
See
good
what's
idea.
going on with those shadows. Yeah.
Yeah, especially
Let's
because they already
go.
know our faces, because like we went through the theater and stuff
Yeah.
like that, and like
Yeah.
if they see us still around there with the same like actors and players around there, and they might get a little suspicious of us. So
Yeah, they might call the cops on
we
us
might have to wait a couple hours and come back after they close up and
after
whatnot. But
they're
Mhm.
done. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, let's go grab a coffee and
another Dunkachino.
talk. Yeah, yeah, I could use another Dunkachino.
Mhm.
Hashtag not sponsored by Dunkin' Donuts.
Yeah.
It could be. You never know. Did that ever happen for Nyan? I'm
Like-
sure by now she must have, right?
Right?
Yeah, so it's like I say, it's not that hard to find a coffee shop or a restaurant and just kind of hang out for a while. Nothing further of interest happens however long you guys kind of hang out. If you're just kind of there for a few hours, you can sip on your coffee and chit chat and get to know each other and whatever you want to do. If you do hang out for a while, stuff all starts to close down, obviously. There's a couple of the cafes or restaurants that stay open a little bit later than the others, but most of them kind of start to close down after your kind of normal dinner hours, right? Once you get down to like 9-10 o'clock, most of the stuff is closed and you're left with only a couple of options that are still open. Redwood City obviously is not San Francisco itself, right? So things close a little bit earlier there. You're not going to have as many of these like bars that are open all night or to 2 a.m. or whatever, but there are a couple of them. If you really want to hang out, you can do that.
I think we should be checking out when they leave the place so we can have a better
Yeah.
chance to go back there.
Yeah, let's check Yelp and see when the thing closes.
Yeah. Is
So-
there like a thing a place close by that we can kind of keep an eye on the theater?
Let's see here. Throw me give me intelligence and let's see. Does anybody have a total pool for intelligence and investigation that's bigger than like 3 or 4?
I have
No.
I have a 4 in intelligence and a 1 in investigation.
Okay.
I have 2.
Okay, so yeah, Blorch, you pretty easily find a spot that you can hang out.
Okay.
There's one bar kind of in an alley that is like not quite directly across from the theater, but gives you enough of a view that you can kind of tell if somebody is coming out of either the front door or the back door. Like if they wander out of that
Okay.
alleyway, you can kind of get a decent look to see what's going on. And anybody who chooses to do the check Yelp approach is going to find that there isn't exactly hours listed for this place. It's more of like when they're doing a show, they stay open to do the show. They don't list hours for like any kind of casting or any of that stuff. That's all very ad hoc. It happens when it happens. Same goes for like practices and things of that sort. This place, they do offer a couple of acting classes, but not a whole lot. It seems like those are more kind of offered by some of the individual staff, and it gets handled through their websites and not through the theater's website per se. Yeah, so if you do choose to hang out long enough, after a few hours, probably getting down to like probably 11 or midnight, you see the last couple of people trickling out from practice or rehearsals or whatever word you want to use there. I guess rehearsals is technically the right word. And there you can see them kind of locking the place up and closing whatever blinds or curtains or whatever cover like the front facade. And it's pretty clear that the place looks like it's done and closed up for the night.
All right.
Is anybody good with lockpicking?
It's showtime.
Sorry, say again, Mira?
Is anyone good with lockpicking?
Oh, among you guys.
think
Uh,
Is that?
I
it's larceny. I think
I
I
have
have
a-
one
I
in
have a-
larceny.
I
Yeah.
have one.
And bear in mind, you should, I think actually the sheet that I'm looking at, which I think is Koki's, doesn't have them, but there is an allowance during character creation to pick some specialties. So something that in one of the skills that you have points in, you can pick something more specific. So like if you have points in larceny, you could pick lockpicking specifically, and you'll get a bonus on that.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Ooh.
That's an easy one to
It's
miss,
kind
and
of-
it's hard to come up with the
yeah.
answer there because you are just having to kind of top deck it from your brain.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah. I have 3 in larceny, so.
Of course you do.
I don't even know what it is.
You know,
like I found it in the book and I was like, okay, that sounds cool. I don't even remember what the word is.
it's a very Koki skill. In
Oh,
fact,
Yeah.
I would go so far as to say, I'm looking at your character sheet again, and you know what? I missed it. It does say that you picked the lock picking specialty.
Oh, I did. Oh, awesome. I
Yeah.
already did it.
No.
Yeah.
There you go.
Nice.
Okay.
Easy.
So yeah,
how many
if
kills did I
you
roll?
want to,
3?
you want to go after it. I'm not going to take the time actually to very carefully go back over this, but I do remember I was rereading some of the rules earlier, and I believe it just gives you one more to the pool when you're using
Okay.
that.
When you have a specialty.
Oh.
Yeah.
So I roll 4 dice then?
Let me just double check since I just happen to have your stuff up here. So it's going to be dexterity plus larceny plus 1 for the specialty.
Okay, so it's 4 plus 1 is 5, and the dexterity is 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ocho.
Dang.
I got 7. 3 dex, 3
Wait.
larceny, 1
Or did I
lockpicking.
math wrong? Wait, 3. Oh, I think I math wrong. 7. You're right.
Yeah,
7.
3, 3, 1.
Sorry.
Yeah.
You're right. Okay, rolling. A 4, a 10, a 3, a 9, an 8, a 4, a 7.
Okay, 4 successes. Yeah, you are able to get in. Quick check, which door are you attempting to pick?
The one that smells the least worst.
The entire neighborhood smells like the most rotten, disgusting horror you've ever imagined.
All right, we'll just go for the closest one. We'll just go for the closest. Well, it's out of sight of people, right? Of course, like there's not people like.
That's
around
exactly
us.
why
The
I
back
asked,
door,
because
then.
your 2 options are the front door or the back
Oh.
door
Back
in the
probably
alley.
like-
Okay, well,
Better
knowing
go
from
with the
Vampire
back
the
door.
Masquerade, we gotta backdoor this.
Yeah, I would backdoor this.
Yeah.
Try to be sure, right? It's totally possible that you were just gonna be like, oh boy, that front door looks real easy to pick. I'm going for that one. And then the cops rolled by. Yeah, so if you put a little bit of kind of minor effort in, you can slip into that alleyway without too much effort, without anybody noticing you. You kind of
Yeah,
poke
say the
around
back
in
door.
that lock for a few minutes, and yeah, sure enough, you being the skilled lock picker that you are, no big deal. You're in.
Right.
Sick. We did it. We're in.
Nice. Let's go.
So
What we're doing here again?
Where did
Investigating
you?
the weird shadows.
Yeah.
Oh, the things
Where did you
that
last
the
see
girl
the-
saw
the-
and we
Yeah.
didn't.
You saw the weird shadow. Like where did you last see it?
It was just up this way. We kind of split off. Just up here.
By the way,
It
just
was
muting
was
for
it
a
past
moment.
the actors? I think is where it was.
I see all of
Yeah,
the
yeah, I
photos
think
and
so.
stuff
It
coming
was
in.
in like the front,
I
the
just want to
front
say I will
area,
get around to thanking
like the lobby
everybody
area.
for the moment. Huge thank you to all of you.
I
I'll
think
go
so.
one
Can
by
we
one in a little bit.
can we use our smell to see if there's anyone like people in there, or is that
Ooh.
Oh, that's a good idea.
specific?
Let's see here. Hit me with a. Give me a. Either intelligence or wits and awareness.
Oh man. Okay. A 5 and a 9.
Okay, so 1 success. Yeah, it's just anything else is kind of drowned out by this putrid stench.
Okay. Oh well, I tried.
Can I also sniff around?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. So it's intelligence and
You
awareness.
said
or
either
wit.
intelligence or wits and awareness.
Okay. I'm gonna go with intelligence because I've got a higher intelligence.
I'll tell you
So
what,
that's 4.
I would allow medicine on this one, I think, as well.
Okay. I have no medicine.
Okay. Atha, if you
Um,
want to re-roll it as though as medicine instead, you're welcome to do that.
Okay, because I have 2 on that.
okay.
So it's gonna be 4.
Yeah, so I've got 4 intelligence and 2 awareness.
So that'll be 6 dice.
7, 10, 6, 2, 9, 9.
Your nose is just suddenly in the most tip-top shape. You are really just like honed in, right? Yeah, it's still difficult to pick out anything specific among the just
The
I'm sure I'm
noise.
not properly expressing just how disgusting this scent is. But what you can tell as you really like, if you just take a moment and you zone in and you really concentrate and get your nose really like in the zone, any human sense or any other species besides whatever this putrid stench is, the only thing that seems to still actually be in the building is maybe a couple of like rats or mice.
Mm, okay.
All of the human scents are just lingering from when they
From
were
when?
here earlier.
Gotcha.
Okay.
All right. So at least we know we're alone in terms of humans.
Mm-hmm.
So now it's just us and the vile worm.
So I
Which,
just
by the way, is a term that during your conversation, the girl definitely used that a few times, referring to things as, worm-like or worm-tainted, especially when he's talking about these 4 locations.
Worm taint.
He frequently refers to them as being worm-tainted. If you ask about it, he would have explained it to you. If you
Too late for
didn't,
that.
then he'll just kind of continue on as though you already know. Mira specifically, though, the triad has been explained to you. You are familiar with this terminology.
Mm.
Okay. I was gonna ask if I can use my gift where I can like see the umbra.
Yeah, absolutely. Remind me the name of that one.
It's called penumbral senses.
Okay. So this is gonna be okay. Let me just compare some other notes real quick. Okay, yeah, go ahead and roll the appropriate pool
Okay.
and make sure that you spend the willpower also.
Oh, okay, I can do that. Okay, so I got a 10, 6, 5, 3, 5.
Okay. So 2 successes. Yeah, you're able to see a little bit of a hazy view into what's going on the Umbra side, but it's not very clear. And you do remind myself here. Yeah, you don't see really much of anything of interest on the Umbral side. There's
Okay.
maybe, you know, a couple of spirits wandering around, but that's pretty much it.
Okay, so I'll just tell the others like, I'm not seeing anything on the Umbra side, so it's just I don't know what it is.
So you kind of know what's going on. Like what the hell are we even looking for?
I
I
just,
don't
I just,
I don't know.
No,
I
no.
just look at the girls and I'm like, lead the way.
Yeah, like
So let
do
me
you
let
do
me
you
see if I can put a little extra clarity here.
yeah.
What you have in the moment is a werebear has informed you that that there are vampires active in the area. He
Oh, okay.
has suggested that this is a likely spot that you will find one. Mira's friend, who introduced her to a lot of what she knows, was not at all bothered by this girl, for whatever reason, contacting her. In fact, it led her to believe that she was safe to move on from hanging out with Mira.
Yeah.
Whether Mira has shared that
Oh,
with you guys or not is up to her.
right.
And the bear, the reason the bear was able to recognize this as a likely place that there was probably a vampire hanging out is because of some disgusting scent, which you very quickly were able to, yes, center in on this building as being the source of it, much like he had.
Okay. So we still don't really know what we're looking for. Just
You
trying
know
to
that it's
find.
probably a vampire, that there's
Vampire
Okay.
probably a
activity.
vampire hanging out here. And you've seen
Okay.
these, you know, two of you have noticed these strange shadows that actually formed a humanoid
His shape.
shape at one point. So
Okay.
odds are there's probably some sort of vampire actually living in this building, and you've probably seen them. It's just a matter of finding them.
Finding
and
them.
ending them.
Okay. Gotcha.
Oh.
Gotcha. Hmm.
All right, so let's go to the last location where you guys seen it, and let's try to, I don't know, make some noise. I don't know. What do we do?
Hmm.
What you could do, since Blorch has really kind of got that sniffer locked in, is you could try and, you know, you're going to have to start probably spending some willpower to continue doing a lot of sniffing, considering how disgusting and putrid this is. But you could try and follow it to the exact
Okay.
location.
All right. Let me try and sniff around and see if we can't find something a little more specific.
Yeah.
To like let me try and find the source of the stench.
So, sorry, let me think on this for a second here. Real quick, just to double check, does anyone have any gifts or rights that might be able to aid Blorch's character in focusing in? I apologize, I know I should probably be referring to you guys by your character names, but I haven't memorized them yet.
Yeah.
Let me
I'm
just
Max
figure out what one of
Walker.
these did that I picked. I forgot what it was. I'm gonna go look at it.
I think Koki
I don't think
specifically,
mine
I
do.
don't think either of those are
Yeah, I didn't think mine did, but
super
I
useful
have
in the moment.
Eyes of the Owl, but that's for just seeing darkness, and I have Fetch
Hmm.
Bounty, which is related to, I think, sniffing and all that, trying to find an item.
So that could be useful here.
Hmm.
Okay.
Here, let me check. What was the name of that one again?
Fetch Bounty.
Fetch. Oop. Fetch bounty.
Fetch Bounty.
No, that's not.
It is the quicker picker upper. That could come in
Fetch
handy.
bounty. With the aid of local spirits, the guru is able to locate any mundane object they see, receiving guidance by scent to the nearest instance of the item. Although the gift indicates only non-living objects, it can be useful whenever the guru is in need of food, a vehicle, a new set of clothes. A magpie spirit grants this gift. Yeah, that one's probably not gonna be useful. Yeah, finding a mundane object. It also stipulates non-living, which a vampire would fall in that category, but not the mundane category,
Mm.
unfortunately.
Darn it.
Sorry, I'm just quick checking because at least 3 of you have sent me sheets recently.
Yeah,
so I'm just gonna
I've-
quick check stuff here.
Yeah. I don't think I have anything that will because my gifts are Hair's Leap, Blissful Ignorance, and Skin Band.
Actually, I think Mira has another useful skill here.
Ooh.
Oh, do I?
Yeah, I think Sight from Beyond could be useful here.
Oh, okay. Getting like a vision?
Yeah, so you can kind of call on spirits, specifically dream spirits, but it does say here that it can just be a vision, right? It doesn't have to be when you're asleep. It's just going to come
Okay.
from the Umbra, and you've already kind of tapped into that, so I would say give that one a shot.
Okay. Let's see. Intelligence and wisdom. Okay. Um, got a 7 and 2 9s.
Ah, okay.
Nice.
Yeah, so you kind of reach out into the Umbra side, specifically to some of the spirits that are kind of hanging out in the area, and it turns out that one of them actually is a dream spirit, and they kind of wander over to you, and you kind of suggest to them, speak to them, whatever, hey, can you help me out with this disgusting taint that's in this place? And this spirit kind of directs you towards the stage.
Mm-hmm.
They give you this idea that there's they give you an image of the stage and a door that's weird.
Like there's a door in the floor or something?
All they really indicate is that there's something to do with the stage and that there is probably some sort of door, but that the door is not normal. Like it's not a regular, like, walk up and turn a knob and push or pull kind of door. So that's kind of the vague suggestion, is that, yeah, maybe there's some kind of trap door or something to do with the stage.
Okay, I think I'll tell everybody, like, hey, come over here. There's like a secret door or something. I don't know.
Okay.
All right. Good find. Good find. This seems
Nice.
like a great start.
And then,
So, will we need to lockpick this again?
well, the first thing we need to do is find the door. So
Find
if
the
y'all
door.
would roll for
Ah.
me.
Okay.
Let me quick check here and make sure that we've got the correct set of stuff. I would say either intelligence or wits from the attribute side, and either insight or awareness from the skill side. Any pair of those.
Okay.
Okay.
Probably do intelligence and awareness.
Yep.
So 1, 2, 3, 6. 6 rolls. Oof. I got 6, 3, 4, 7, 8, 5.
Good.
Okay. Anybody else want to roll?
Let me roll my 2, 6, 10.
Okay.
Nice.
Mira or Koki?
Sure. I got a 7 between the two, and then it's a 1, 9, 2, 4, 1, 1, 3. One success.
Mira?
Yeah, I got 7, 6, 5, 8, 8, 2.
Okay.
Nice.
Whoa.
Between the group of you poking around, you're kind of, you get the impression that, okay, well, if it's on the stage and it's a weird door, okay, that sounds like a trap door. It's not that hard to figure that out. But the stage looks pretty solid, so you're kind of poking, tapping, looking for anything that's out of place. And as the group of you are making your way around, you eventually kind of cover pretty much all of it. And it's trying to remember who had more successes. I think it was Mira. So Mira eventually is the one who kind of tapping around on the floor finds this spot sounds a little bit different. Kind of doing the like knock on melons thing, right?
Mhm.
You eventually find a spot that this spot sounds a little bit different when you knock on it, but you're having difficulty finding any kind of like a latch or mechanism or anything that might open or close in any way this hatch.
They probably have an axe here, right, or something.
That's an option. Bonus thought: you are
You know.
werewolves.
Yeah, I was just thinking, can I just smash it?
Yeah. You're just gonna stay in Hamid form, or do you want to try and shift at all?
Yeah, let's shift.
Okay.
Let's wolf out.
Also, while you're doing this, can I go roll to pee?
Yes. I think that would be acceptable.
I'll go refill my water.
Hope you
I'll
don't
be
have a
back in
critical
minute.
failure.
Oh no! Okay, I'll be right back.
Which form do you want to shift to?
Physical test 2 dice. I think I'll just go Galbro.
Glabro.
Glabro. Gives me a +2 to 2
Galbro
dice.
sounds so much better though.
It does. Glabro. I'm Glabro. It sounds like, I don't know, something from like a He-Man or something. I am Glabro. Okay. Yeah. Let's just go Glabro. It's a 2 dice bonus to physical tests.
Yeah, once you're in that form, you can just kind of punch through this wooden floor with minimal issue.
Yeah.
And sure enough, yeah, there is something. There's like a space underneath the stage, which is not overly surprising for anybody who knows anything about the theater. It's relatively normal for there to be some sort of trapdoor in the stage. But the fact that this one appears to have no intention of ever opening would strike somebody who knows anything about the theater as a little bit odd. Yeah. Would you like to proceed within?
I think we should drop down and look around a bit.
Yeah, so there is a little bit of like there's like a ladder kind of thing that you can climb down relatively easily.
Okay.
In your Glabro form, you're kind of, it's a little bit of a squeeze to get down there, but anybody who's remaining in Hobbin form can get through there pretty easily.
Okay.
As you're like basically as soon as you punch through it or whatever, the scent gets a little bit stronger, and as you're going down, it's just getting thicker and stronger as you're going down.
It's pretty musky.
Yeah. And it literally like reeks of death and decay.
Lovely.
Oh, what's going on down here? Let's hurry this up. It's disgusting.
Let's get out of here. Yeah, let's finish this up.
So, as you're making your way through kind of these like these areas that are under the stage that you think should probably connect to the backstage area that you first entered through, right? That's kind of your expectation, and it almost seems like that's where it's going. but you end up running into solid walls in that direction. And as you poke around, I'm going to assume, well, let's see. For the folks that have remained in Homid form, and probably in Glabro to a slightly lesser extent, the fact that it's so dark down here makes it very difficult for you to see, so you're probably kind of turning on lights as you go, trying to see where you're going. Eventually you find a side room that's actually a pretty nice bedroom. And that's where you find the humanoid shadow.
Oh.
But it has coalesced more, and it is this kind of sorry, let me remind myself real quick, because there's often two plans that I get mixed up, so I want to make sure that this is the one that I'm thinking of. Come on, give me the thing. I might be remembering this wrong. Who am I thinking of that are the... Oh, that's these guys, I think. No, these guys are the healers. Yeah. Yeah, these are the ones that I'm thinking of. He looks kind of like and now I can't remember the stupid creepypasta guy's name. The Slender Man.
Oh, Slender Man, yeah.
Oh,
He
yeah.
looks kind of like Slender Man.
Okay.
Welcome back.
Perfect timing.
We just
you've
found
been
Slender
wandering
Man.
around and you found the Slender Man. Basically,
Okay.
literally
under the
Slender Man.
stage.
Yeah, somewhere under the stage.
Yeah.
He's hanging out in his bedroom. I'm not kidding. That's literally what you found. You found the Slender Man hanging out in his bedroom. Who would have thought this would be where you would find him?
Real quick, so I shifted. So am I just in this state for a while now, or can I
until you shift back or shift to a different form, whatever move you make? Yeah, you are going to remain Glabro.
Okay. And so the cost was 1 rage check. Do I add a rage, or is it just like I needed to have a rage?
I believe you're supposed to roll. Now that I'm thinking about it, when I was reading through the rage stuff earlier, I did not see. Oh, and there's so many things that cost a rage check that now a search through the PDF is going to take the next month. I'm going to say you probably passed it.
Yeah, it said 1 rage check, and I have 1 rage base.
So. Yeah, so I think you're probably... I'm going to just hand wave it for the moment and say that you were successful, whatever that means.
Got it.
And then I'll double check the rules later.
Okay. I'm cool with that.
Yeah. So yeah, you're good. You're able to, find obviously this critter hanging out down here, and unsurprisingly, yeah, this is just the stench is almost overwhelming being in the same room with this thing. And
this guy stinks.
Literally, yeah. And now there is this like gnawing voice in the back of your head that is practically screaming, destroy, kill, end it, cleanse this place. It is very difficult to fight off this feeling that is coming from the depths of your soul that you must destroy this thing.
Okay.
All right, so let's fight this thing.
Yeah, let's fucking get his ass.
Okay.
I'm gonna hair's leap. And then I can attack right out of hair's leap, right?
Let me pull it up right quick.
Should be under
Why
gifts.
is it not?
Should be gifts and then native gifts.
Yeah, I've been having some minor issues with typing.
It's
There it
hard.
is. No, for some reason there's something about the way it's reading my keyboard input that like it keeps
Oh.
mixing up the different forms of like quotes and things and like the backtick and all that stuff and like accents
Oh,
and it keeps getting confused for some reason and I still haven't figured out why.
Might be a keyboard, like maybe you changed your keyboard type to like another
Yeah, it
layout.
usually gets fixed at least temporarily when I force it back into, the base US layout, but
Yeah.
then it gets messed up again.
Something
somehow, so
there's something
something
changing
keeps
your
jerking
keyboard.
it around. Yeah.
Weird.
Do. Strength and glory. It is a full action, so it would basically consume a turn to do that.
Okay. So no, I'm not gonna do that. And how far away is this thing from us?
You're actually surprised at how large this room is. This thing has set itself up in a very nice bedroom underneath this theater.
Okay.
So you're probably, I'm gonna say 15, 20 feet or so apart.
Okay. It gave it to me in meters. 20 feet in meters.
Oh, so let's say like.
Okay, so I mean, that wouldn't
so
be too far
probably
away.
in the neighborhood of 5 meters.
Okay. So if I charge this thing, you guys got my back, right?
Oh yeah. We're
Okay.
We're going first, but we got your back. Yeah.
Okay. I will hair's leap then.
Okay.
Yeah.
If it
We got
helps,
And
your
get
back.
close.
if it helps, the thing is clearly like hesitant, almost cowering. It's clearly
Oh.
trying not to cower. It's trying to face up strong, right? It's doing like a noble caught in the corner kind of thing, right? Where it's like trying to be like, "Oh, I'm the noble and I'm better than
Yes,
you,"
yes.
but it's clearly knows
Stiff upper
that,
lip.
what's standing in
the-
front of
feel
it is
bad
tougher
for
than
it.
what it is.
It's yeah, right.
Yeah.
But we're
Yeah.
werewolves.
Can you threaten it instead? Instead of maybe we should
Intimidate?
pull back a little bit. Like
Yeah, I was gonna
if
ask.
it kind of has some fear. There might be something we might be able to like work with instead of having to use violence.
Can we resist the urge to attack?
Yeah, you are more or less able to do that. It's
Okay.
just, it's a very strong urge, but it's not like
Mm-hmm.
utterly overpowering or anything like that.
Okay, so we don't need to test anything.
No, not for the moment. It's
Okay.
getting harder
Okay.
and harder
We
the longer
might.
you're in here, but yeah, it's not overwhelming yet.
So let's maybe let's interrogate it a little bit. Let's see what the hell it's even doing here.
Sorry, just a moment.
Yellow.
Oh, Barry, I think you accidentally muted.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh man, I
thought
thought it
the
was
call
my
dropped for a
internet.
second.
Oh yeah.
Oh, shit.
Oh, it's my turn to fall out of the call now.
I was like, did I disconnect?
I think you're muted there.
Bear,
Oh,
bear,
man.
bear, bear, bear
Kind of a
is
relief,
a
though.
cool guy. Bear, bear,
Sorry
bear,
about that.
bear.
I had to answer a quick question from the background there. Okay, where are we at?
Trying
I think
to
we
talk to
want
the
to
thing.
interrogate it a bit. Yeah.
Yes, that's right. Sorry. Yeah. What do you say?
What the hell are you even doing here?
This is my home. What are you doing here?
Have you considered taking a shower?
How dare you? I shower every single day.
Well, doesn't smell like it.
What?
Still stink.
I use 12 kinds of soap. I am very, very clean. How dare you suggest otherwise? Wait, you're the disgusting dogs who've come into my home.
Yo. What?
You reek. I keep a nice place here, and you just barge in here smelling like dog.
Sorry.
And you
The door
accuse
was
me of
unlocked.
being unclean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think though sometimes people can't smell their own smell. It's not your fault, dude, but like we can smell you and we're all in agreement
you're-
and you're just one guy and we're
It's-
5 of us that smell you. So this thing's
Yes.
actually coming from you, sir.
Yeah, I think you're just nose blind. You just live with it for so long.
Yeah.
I interact
Forgets
with
one, man.
other people all the time. Not a single other vampire has ever complained. It's not like I'm Nosferatu. What is the matter with you people?
All right, so we got confirmation he's a vampire by saying
Yup.
the fellow vampire. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. He's kind of a dick. I say we just
If
As you're
Cleanse.
taking
yeah,
a
if you
moment to like
wanna-
parse this, a shadow rises out of the ground and tries to punch Mira's character. Roll roll for me dexterity and say athletics.
Oh no. uh, okay.
dang.
I got 3718.
Okay. Yeah, you're
7, 8.
actually relatively easily able to dodge
Okay.
this attack. It comes close, it almost kind of grazes you, but you're at the last minute you're able to dodge out of the way.
Okay. I will attack with my claws.
All right.
So I'm still in Galbro or Glabro.
So that's going to be
To
considering you're coming from a little bit more range, I'm going to say this is more of like a dexterity brawl combo.
dexterity brawl.
Yeah.
Okay. So dexterity 3, brawl 3 plus my would that be a 2 dice bonus for physical test?
Yes it is. Yeah.
Okay, so 8 d10s.
Yeah, was that 3, 3, and 2? Yeah, it would be 8.
Yeah. Okay. So 5, 7, 8, 4, 5, 4, 6, 7.
He said
4
the thing,
successes.
haha.
Hey, 6, 7. 6, 7.
Hey.
Hey. Everybody doing the little dance.
Funny numbers aside, that's 4 successes. Yeah,
Okay.
you lunge at him and you like dig your claws into his body. It's an interesting feeling, like you're clawing into I mean, you're probably not going to recognize it, but it's the feeling of clawing into a weirdly tough corpse.
Yeah, I mean, everyone's done that.
I mean, for all intents and purposes, that's exactly what it is, right? You're
Yeah,
slashing
yeah.
into a weirdly tough corpse.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Kind of leathery.
Yeah, basically, yeah. But your claws still manage to sink in, no problem. You just like
Okay.
grab right through his flesh and even potentially snap a couple of bones.
Okay.
Let's see. The shadows try to take a couple of swings. These ones are gonna go at Blorch and Blorch and Koki. If each of you
Okay.
would roll dexterity and athletics.
Ooh, okay, so
Alrighty.
I've only got 3 in dex.
Amazing.
Would my 2 dice bonus for being in
It's still physical. Yeah.
okay, cool.
Yeah, so it's gonna
So,
be
like,
it's gonna apply to
5.
anything involving strength, dexterity, or stamina.
Gotcha. Okay, so 6, 7, 5 to 8. It just keeps happening.
It's gonna happen a fair bit, I'm sure. So that's 3
Yeah.
successes. And Koki?
And I only have 3 in dexterity, and my roll was 9, 10, and 3.
Ooh.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, you're
Success.
both able to dodge. It's actually pretty close for both of you, because Florch, you're recovering from your attack, and Koki,
Yeah.
you just had a little bit of a lower roll. But you
I'm
do
literally
both
inside the bag.
manage to dodge. But that being said, if at this point, if Blorch continues to press the attack, fight is already done. You've done some serious damage with that first strike. If you go for a second one, there's not going to be a whole lot that this thing is going to be able to do to stop you, and you're just going to end it very quickly. Yeah, that's pretty much
I still feel like we should. I mean, I feel like there's more. Like, I don't know. He doesn't feel like he knows anything, but maybe. I don't know. I don't know. Should I just end this?
I mean,
Go for it, man.
He did
Okay. I'll do it. I'll do it in
dogs,
character.
so,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'll ask in character. I yell back to the group and it's like, should I end this creature?
You all still have that same voice, just urging you. Yes, destroy it, cleanse the taint.
Sorry,
Then
I can't.
finish
I can't
him.
not laugh at that. Finish him. Okay. I will rend flesh from bone.
And with no particular effort at all, you just like tear this thing in half. And just, that's it. There's nothing left, basically. It's very clearly
Okay.
done for. And you are left standing with 2 halves of a corpse and a rather nice bedroom.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Are you good for his stuff?
I was yeah. We should investigate.
Yeah.
You could absolutely do that. I would say that's going to run you I would say either intelligence or wits, and either awareness or insight.
Okay. Then I have a 4 and a 3. For wits and awareness. So it's 7.
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna roll them.
Then
I got a 7, a 3, a 9, a 5, a 3, a 5, a 9.
So that's 3 successes. You find it's not actually that hard, especially if you're checking his person, to find a little black notebook with sorry, let me double check my notes and make sure that I'm remembering one thing correctly. This is no, sorry, I take that back. This was the wrong. This is this is the right one. The notebook that he was carrying has a lot of like interesting, complex like tallies with names attached to them. But it doesn't really make a whole lot of sense to you. You don't recognize any of the names. Also just realized I was using the wrong skills and description. Damn it. Trip myself up.
We're all
That's
rusty.
fine.
Or
I'm
you
gonna
said you were
change my
rusty, it's
notes
not
a
big
little
deal.
bit here
Yeah,
to
yeah, yeah.
account for this. This is just a weird town, and for some reason the harpy was a Lasombra. Uh, and this instead is gonna be the weird theater dwelling Lasombra harpy. San Francisco is a weird place.
I mean, you could be anything you want to be there.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you could do that anywhere.
True.
Vampire Society isn't exactly human society. Yeah, so you find this little black book that has all of these like names. You don't recognize any of the names, and every one of the names has some sort of interesting like tally system underneath it, where he's used like different symbols to. It's clear that he's counting something, but it doesn't mean anything to you what's being
Not immediately
counted or...
apparent what it is.
Yeah, there's no inherent rhyme or reason that indicates what is being counted or why.
Gotcha.
How's the smell? Did the smell go away?
Oh,
good question.
it's still pretty hideous. It's
So
changed a
stinky.
little bit.
Oh.
And the nice thing is that while the scent does still inspire you to cleanse something, at least that voice is much quieter now.
Our bloodlust is subdued.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's since your first change, it's worthy of note that there has always been some nagging thing in the back of your mind saying, cleanse the taint, right? It's always there when you're a werewolf. But when you've been anywhere near that thing, it got so much worse. And the closer you got to it, the more that voice just needed you to cleanse whatever that was.
Gotcha.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay. So we searched the body, we found the book. Should we search more of his room a bit more, or
the rest of the place? There's nothing of any particular note here. The only thing that strikes any interest whatsoever is the book. Otherwise, it's just some fairly
Personal
nice,
effect.
if maybe slightly out of date clothing. He clearly, like, there's a separate bathroom from the rest of the place that's attached to this bedroom, and he in fact does have the signs of a pretty clear cleanliness and beauty regimen. He's clearly been taking care of the
he was
remains
telling the
of his
truth.
flesh. Yeah, he was clearly telling the truth. Which probably is a nice reminder for you that, actually, the fact that this place, this disgusting scent was that of rot and decay is probably just because you were smelling a literal corpse that lives here. But it's kind of more amplified for you, not just because you have increased senses in general, but because vampires are something that is representative of the worm and not the wild, which is what werewolves come from. So that, like I say, is something that Mira's character has a little bit more of a clear handle on than everybody else, more than likely. And she's welcome to share that, but it's probably good kind of out of character knowledge to have, as long as you don't get into that metagaming nonsense.
Right.
Yeah, so that's kind of all there is to do here.
Okay.
You've got the 3 other places that you can go and investigate.
Yeah. What do you guys think? We took care of this. Like, should we see what's up at the other places? At one of the other places that bear guy was talking about?
Did we talk to the bear guy first? Just to, I don't know, tell him he was right or something?
Yeah,
Can
are we
we-
able to
can-
contact him again?
Yes. He gave you a PO box that you could send a letter to.
Oh my gosh, it's
Okay.
gonna take a year.
Said PO box, if anybody checks into it, is somewhere in the North Bay.
Okay.
North Bay. Are any of our things that we have to go to towards that area?
They're along the way.
They're along the way. Okay. Okay. I mean, because it might be good to get more info, but at the same time,
Yeah.
I don't know if we got what we're exactly looking for because we still don't know why
Yeah.
it was so stinky and stuff. So maybe we should check this other location out and see if we can find something similar and maybe kind of. I don't know. Maybe we should take something from this room so we can use it to interrogate the next vampire. Maybe they knew this guy.
Mm. I mean, we do have the book.
That's true
Yeah.
too.
Can we try to read the book?
Yeah, I mean,
It's just
like I
got
say,
names
it's-
and symbols.
Yeah, it's just a list of it's basically, yeah, literally just that, just a list of names, and every name has some kind of, weird counting system by it, where he's like using multiple symbols and like they'll get crossed out or added onto or whatever. Like it's kind of a weird counting system that seems to have a few
Okay.
different forms of something that you don't understand.
Okay, yeah, let's do that then. Let's go to the next place.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if you're going like straight shot to whatever the closest next place is, again, still avoiding the water temple.
Yes.
The next place is that apparently somewhere in Hunter's Point, which is in so you guys are probably where you are now is probably about a, with zero traffic, like a 20 to 30-minute drive from the city of San Francisco to the south down the peninsula. And actually the first neighborhood basically that you come into, or one of the first couple of neighborhoods that you come into as you enter the city coming up that highway that leads straight up that side of the peninsula, is Hunter's Point. And it's an old naval shipyard, actually, is what used to be there. And actually, even in real life, they're starting to fix it up now, but for a long time after the Navy moved out, it was just kind of abandoned and falling apart. Here in the World of Darkness, it's even worse than it was before they started fixing it up. It is just a dump. It is nothing but run down like warehouses and docks and former, military style office buildings and like some barracks and maybe a couple of officers' houses or whatever, but it's all just pretty well destroyed. There's chunks of it kind of up on the north and west side of the neighborhood where it is a little bit of residential neighborhoods, but it's basically like projects. It's just not good neighborhoods. You wouldn't normally ever want to set foot into this neighborhood. It's very clearly not somewhere that you would choose to go to.
Pretty rough. Pretty
Yeah,
rough area.
it is an extremely rough neighborhood. But once again, as soon as you start to get into this area, you start to pick up that same scent, right? This entire neighborhood just is rotting as far as your nose is concerned.
Gotcha. I will say that I would like to become Hamid again, just so I'm not wolfed out in this.
That's probably a good call.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, at this point you're kind of loose to see what you can find.
Yeah.
Let's see. As you start to just checking some of my notes real quick. So are you going that same night?
Um. I'd say yeah, we can. I'm. Hmm, I don't know. What do you guys think? Should we?
I'll say it's very late. It's at
It's very
least
late.
like 3-4 in the morning at this point.
3 a.m. mentioned.
Hey. Yeah, maybe we should. Maybe we should
Sleep.
take a sleep. Yeah,
Okay.
get a
Yeah.
motel or something.
Yeah, I want to say I think Mira lives in the city, right?
Yeah.
One of you
Yeah,
guys
yeah,
I
yeah.
think also lives in the North Bay, but I can't remember now each person's
Uh,
details.
I know that I am currently hiding out in the mountains somewhere in the
Santa Cruz Mountain.
Central
Yeah, okay,
Mountains.
so yeah, you were
Yeah,
down south closer to where you guys met with the bear.
yeah. And I did take the safe house advantage, if
Okay.
that makes a difference.
Yeah, so that probably
But
means that you've actually built yourself like a cabin or something
yeah,
up there
I
that
was thinking
you're
more of like
staying in.
like a cave that I've retrofitted.
Yeah, you've picked
But yeah,
some kind of den or something. You've got a
yeah,
spot that you can go to and
yeah,
hide out once in a while.
yep.
I think it's Atha that we said potentially lives in the North Bay somewhere.
Okay.
Okay, I don't think we discussed your
Oh, yeah.
character's living arrangements.
My character's living arrangements is she lives on a construction site, but she goes to sleep during the day, but not at night. She's awake at night.
Okay, yeah. So basically, Koki, gotcha.
Yeah. I told you I didn't stray too far because I was like, I don't want to lose track of what I'm doing, and this is like new for me. So I was like, I'll just do something that's like familiar. So it's
That's
like,
honestly, that's always my suggestion to new players is like, don't try and play something crazy. It's
yeah.
just going to make your life more difficult. Play something that's relatively close to you, and then you can, as you get more comfortable, you can branch out and try different things. But even when you're like have been playing for constantly for years, like there was a period in my life where I was playing multiple days a week every week.
Oh, hello. I
Uh,
got disconnected for a second.
oh, there you
welcome
are.
back.
Oh, welcome.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were just talking about like some of the basic character creation stuff about not letting it
Okay.
drift too far from yourself. And I was saying like even there was a time in my life where I was playing in so many games that like there were maybe 1 or 2 days a week where I wasn't playing in some kind of role playing game, and still all of my characters had some tie to me, so that it was that much easier for me to shift in and out of playing that character. Which is all the more important. Like, some of those games were LARPs where it was like I had to be that character, right? And it's going to be so much harder to try and shift to being a completely different person. It's just not going to happen.
Yeah.
It's got to have some tie back to you. Yeah, so definitely a good thing that, for those of you guys, I think most of you played something relatively close to yourselves, from what I can tell. And that's just going to make it that much easier. So that being said, your construction site could be pretty well anywhere.
Frick. I don't know what's going on.
There's definitely plenty of construction all over the Bay Area at any given time.
Cool. Perfect. Yeah, you can stick me wherever you want. I don't know California's anatomy, so
Yeah. So I would say we could make it easy and say that you are potentially already staying in this area. You're gonna find Actually, no, you're probably going to find less construction in this area. It's just nobody's paying any attention to this place. It is run down and it is going to stay that way. Yeah, I mean, I guess it doesn't matter that much exactly where it is that you are. Maybe you're bouncing from one construction site to the next all over the place. Who knows? One finishes and you move on to the next one, right? Wherever it is that you each choose to stay and get some rest. Obviously, at this point, you're probably going to be sleeping in the next morning. When you do reconvene, I assume the next day at some point, probably afternoon time, you are kind of standing around having a chat, deciding kind of what you want to do. and somebody just kind of strolls up to your group, totally nonchalant. This is the most nondescript person you've ever met. The moment you look away, you forget what they look like. They are that nondescript, right? But they stroll up to your group, totally chill, like they know you, and they're just like, check out this address, and they just hand whoever's closest to them, they just hand them a strip of paper with something written on it, and they're like, all right, later, and just walk away.
Man, people really pushing their bans nowadays. It's crazy.
Whoever it is that this person handed it to, like, you can't even tell the gender on this person, by the way. They are that, like, you don't remember anything about them. As soon as they turn and walk away, you have already forgotten what they look like. You don't know
Hell
if
yeah,
it's
progeny.
man, woman, whatever. You don't know if they're tall or short. They're just probably somewhere in the middle, you were thinking. You have no clue, like, what any kind of, race or anything. None of it. No details here.
Just person.
There was a person, they said something, handed you something, and walked away. You know that it happened because you remember that there was a person and one of you was holding this piece of paper. Other than that, nothing. Not a damn thing. But whoever it is that they handed the paper to, I'll let you decide amongst yourselves, unfolds this little piece of paper, and yeah, there's an address written on it. And if you look up said address, you will notice that it is in fact in the Hunters Point area.
Oh.
Ah. Well, we do have that to go investigate anyway.
But I mean, we might as well.
Yeah.
Who got the paper?
I'll leave it up to you all to decide. It doesn't matter that much. Inevitably, I'm sure whoever it was kind of passed it around and everybody had a look.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is integral to the story.
It must have been Koki, obviously.
There's going to be so many fan theories about this.
Yeah. For the next 6 months,
All right.
everybody's going to be in the chat. You gotta tell me, who was it? Who got the paper?
I mean, it wasn't me. I'm always trying to be edgy on the back, trying to do a pose and whatever. So I'm not like,
I'm not going to take a
whatever,
piece of
dude.
paper.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that being said, yeah, you've got this address now. It's in the neighborhood that you were already planning to go, that the bear told you about, and just some random person that you can tell absolutely nothing else about has handed it to you and told you that you should go check it out.
Okay. I guess we can start here. I mean, we were gonna investigate the neighborhood anyway. I guess there's no reason we shouldn't start here.
Yeah, I think it's meant to be. Let's go check it out.
I don't know. Isn't that very convenient that we got a thing telling about a place that we're already going?
Y'all roll me real quick. Give me wits and resolve.
Wits and
Ooh.
resolve. I got
Oh,
2
fuck.
wits. I got 3 wits, 2 resolve.
I'll let it be insight instead of awareness. Or sorry, did I say resolve wits and awareness or wits and insight?
Okay.
Gotcha.
Oh,
Yeah, if I ever give you two attributes or 2 skills, then I've done it wrong, and you can point that out to me.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
It's usually going to
So-
be either one or the other, or a combination of one of each.
Whoa, I got 989.
Wow.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Okay,
So it's
I'm going to say nobody else needs to remember. Out of nowhere
Okay.
it goes, the crows!
Oh yeah. The
What about the
crows.
crows?
The crows?
Remember when you were
Yeah.
having the talk with the bear, he mentioned that one of the other shifter species that are in the area are the Korax, the crow shifters,
Oh.
and that they are a good source of information, but it tends to be unlikely that you will be able to find them. If they want you to have information, they will give it to you.
They will find you.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, it basically occurs to you all almost simultaneously, but Atha's the first one that shouts out, "Ah, the
Just said it.
crows!" And you
Ah,
remember,
yeah.
That's
Oh,
right.
yeah.
You mentioned the crows.
Yeah, there's
Gotcha.
raven shifters. I
Yeah.
have good
Or
talk
ravens,
with.
yeah,
Well,
ravens is what I was thinking of.
yeah. So is a raven shifter, is that like a person that turns into a raven, or is a raven like more like an animal thing? Like would my kinship stuff like work on that stuff?
So all of the shifter species, I guess now that I think of it, I don't know how much detail is actually written about this, but generally speaking, they follow more or less the same rules the Guru do, which is a werewolf can be born to either human parents or wolf parents, and eventually experience that shift. So there are actually werewolves that are born and raised as regular out in the woods wolves, and at some point turn into a human and human out.
A reverse
basically.
werewolf. That's amazing.
Oh.
Yeah. And vice versa, what we're used to, where it's a human that suddenly wolfs out at some point, right? Both of those things are absolutely on the table among the Guru. And actually what ends up happening, and this can be kind of fun to play, I want to say I've played a character like this once. When you play one of those characters, the ones that start out as a wolf, it means that, where when you start out as a human, you have difficulty with the wolf side of things, right? Well, the wolves have difficulty with the human side of things. When they're put into a situation where they have to interact with regular humans when they're in their Homid form, they end up coming across as weirdos because they don't know how human stuff works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of adorable.
Yeah. It can be kind of amusing. I've seen other people play it, and if I remember right, I've played it once, very briefly. It's a little bit more tricky to play than playing somebody who starts as a Homid and becomes wolf. Yeah. So yeah,
So is they
go ahead.
they're in their raven state, so Koki's thing can work on them?
Yeah, sorry, remind me, you wanted to use
So I have the rate of kin seeking, I think is that how works with that if I remember correctly. Let me find that in the guide. There's
if I remember that right, is more for actually it would have been used by Amira's friend. It enables you to find other Guru that are going to shift soon for the first time.
Oh, okay.
Mm.
Then
Yeah,
that doesn't
that's
help.
mostly what that's for, is trying to find somebody who's going to shift so you can help them integrate
Not do
into
that.
Guru
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
society. Yeah.
Or yeah.
And
Gotcha.
and there are people that like that's what they do. They're called kin seekers. Like they don't bother associating with a particular pack or even a particular cairn necessarily. They just kind of travel around in search of fresh changes or soon to be fresh changes that they can help integrate into Guru society.
Gotcha. Okay, yeah.
I'll be right back.
Yeah.
Let me see. I thought. Yeah. Oh, I do have animal kin as a skill though, but yeah.
Yeah, that's usually more for speaking
Like
with
rats or something
regular
like that.
animals, not other shifter
Gotcha. Okay,
species.
well then.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. So, I'm going to assume that we are going to investigate this address.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? You guys cool with that?
Yeah.
Sounds
Yeah.
like that's kind
Mhm.
of where we're all leaning. Yeah. Much like at the previous location, the closer you get to this place, the more it stinks. But this time, oh boy, does it stink when you get really close to this place. There is something just, it is starting to hurt your brain trying to process just how disgusting this scent is. It's something it's not just the like putrid rotting death scent that you got from before. There is some other, just a whole different level of Yeah, there's not words. It is awful. It is you're having trouble, like I said, comprehending the level of disgusting that this scent is. On top of the already horrifying, putrid, disgusting rot scent. There's something else on top of that that's even worse. But the building itself is it's kind of on the edge of where the remains of the naval base start to kind of become the actual neighborhood that people are living in. So you're not sure if maybe this could be a building that somebody's inhabiting, but you think probably not. If anybody is living here, they're probably like, it's probably some homeless person who couldn't even get into those projects, right? There's really kind of almost no signs of life to this place whatsoever.
Can we find a mask or something? Because
You are welcome to retreat and go try and find some form of scent cutting technology.
it's fine.
We go to a gas station and get one of those like air fresheners and like hang it around our neck.
Just on your nose, just a car air
Put it
freshener.
around the neck. Yeah.
Amazingly, if you try that, it's not helping. Just a
Yeah,
mere,
it's
a
it's
mere
just gonna
car
be-
air
Adding a
freshener is
new-
nothing. Completely blocked out by the horror.
Well, then whatever. Let's get
so
on
it's
with
like
this.
the horrible viscera from before, but now there's something else.
Yeah, now there's something that's like some kind of garbage, you think, maybe. It's like there's something else rotting that was just never good to begin with, and it's really, yeah, it's
Started bad and got
basically,
worse.
it's basically so bad that there just are not words for this, right? It's that bad.
Okay.
So if you choose to carry on into the building, which you can do, in part because, again, there's that voice saying you need to cleanse this. That's just getting stronger and stronger as you get closer. If y'all roll some, I'm going to say either wits or, so it's going to be the same thing again, either wits or intelligence paired with either awareness or insight.
So I'm gonna do intelligence and awareness, which is 4 intelligence and 2 awareness.
Mhm.
So 6. Uh, 9, 1, 6, 3, 2, 10. So 3 successes.
Yeah. Anyone else rolling?
I got 3 successes.
Okay.
Is it wits and what? What else?
You can do either intelligence or wits paired with either awareness or insight.
Oh, okay. Let me see. 715, so 1 success.
1 success.
And
Nope.
then I rolled 7 and 7 dice because that was the 2 added up. I have a 9, a 3, a 1, a 4, a 3, a 1, a 9. So only 2 successes.
2 successes. Okay. So yeah, Koki and Atha, you guys don't really find anything out of place. As far as you can tell, this is just an abandoned building. Mira and Blorch, you guys are starting to pick up that something is not as it seems here. This is not exactly your normal abandoned building. The
Okay.
more you poke around, sorry, quick checking notes. You kind of poke around a little bit, and before you know it, you stumble across 2 people meeting they're kind of like chit-chatting with each other. Not chit-chatting, but like you could tell they're having a meeting, right? They're discussing something in like a back corner of the building. And once again, as you get closer, you quickly pick up on like this is definitely the source of the horror. And in fact, you can even tell pretty well by glancing at the two of them which one is producing which scent. Because one of them is a rather well-dressed person. It's a lady who's actually, at a glance, just looks like a fairly well-to-do person. You wouldn't even, if you couldn't smell them, you would think this was just just like a normal kind of, maybe somewhat wealthy person. They're pretty well dressed. Their clothing again is a little bit out of date. But actually, sorry, double checking notes because I messed myself up before. Yeah, correcting for the So, this is just somebody who looks like they're wearing some very nice clothing. It's again a little out of date, but it's nice clothes. The other one, however, is there's just no way to sugarcoat it. It's the ugliest person you've ever seen. There is something seriously wrong with this person. You want to feel bad for them, but again, there's that voice in the back of your head that's like, no. Clean it with your fangs and your claws. Clean it now.
Cleansed in the righteous fire of our anger.
Yeah, pretty much. That is
Yeah,
what the voice
I'm
in the
not
back of your head
biting
is
that.
saying.
I'm not biting that.
The voice
Crazy?
actually shifts just a little bit for you, Ath, and is like, all right, that's fair. Use the claws.
That's better. That I can do.
So they're having a conversation. So me and Mira are the only ones that notice this, right?
Yeah, so you two see it pretty quickly. And actually, if you pause for too long, you notice that especially the more well-dressed one starts to kind of sniff. What is that scent?
Can I get closer to them?
Yeah, you can kind of start to there's like some like fallen walls and old like boxes and barrels or whatever that are kind of strewn about the place. So if you're very cautious, so if you roll me Dex and Stealth.
Dex, Stealth. So I've got 3 in Dex and 1 in Stealth. 8872.
Woo.
Nice.
Okay. So if the others hang back and you just kind of step forward a little bit and you're kind of like ducking from one to the next, you're able to get just close enough that your kind of little bit heightened hearing starts to pick up on some of what they're saying. And they're chatting about actually you don't really follow the discussion. It's something about what's now the word is not coming to me. It sounds kind of like they're probably discussing some kind of favor, but in some kind of weird like maybe like some kind of mobster speech or something. The word that they're using, you don't
like
it's an out-of-date
colloquialisms.
word.
Yeah.
It actually is an appropriate word now that I think of it, but I can't remember what it is. God damn it. What
Anachronism? Anachronistic?
I mean it's not a commonly used word anymore. Vampire Masquerade favor. Yeah, it's just gonna give me like party favors. God damn it. Anybody remember anybody in chat remember that word? Driving me nuts. I'm sure somebody picked up on who it was that you guys already killed and knows exactly the word that I'm thinking of. Yeah, what do the vampires call when they owe each other favors? Shit. That's gonna drive me nuts if I can't remember it. Anyway, you can kind of pick up from the context that they're talking about somebody owing some kind of favor, and it seems like kind of a big deal that this favor is owed, and they're trying to cash in this favor. And they actually even mention at one point somebody in Redwood City, and you pick up that they're probably talking about the other one that you killed.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
They mention the yes, spoon. That's the word I was looking for. Thank you, Bob.
Oh.
Yeah, they keep using the word boon and the word harpy. And it sounds like when they're talking about the harpy, they're referring to the one in Redwood City.
Okay. I slink back and inform my compatriots of this. That I don't know what the hell they're talking about, but they kept saying boon, they kept saying harpy, like I don't know. I think it might be what we were. I think I still got some of that harpy under my nails, but I don't know. What do you guys think? I can't make sense of it.
At this point, they are both sniffing. You can tell they're. Oh God! It smells like dogs. What? I thought we cleared most of the dogs out around here. This is. Oh, what the hell is that smell?
Should we just take them out, or should we try to get some information from them?
We can try and pin them down.
We can
Get
ask
some
them about the
information.
book. Maybe they
Yeah.
know. Yeah.
Can I try a stealth attack to immobilize or something?
Sure. Yeah. Why don't you roll say strength and stealth?
Strength and stealth?
No, let's
Okay,
say
that's-
dex and stealth.
All right, that's even better. So it's 4 dexterity, 3 stealth. Okay. D10? 7 D10?
Yeah.
All right. 7, 10, 2, 10, 7, 7, 1. So 2, 3, 4, 5 successes.
Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, there was gonna be a pretty high DC on that one, but I think you hit it. Yeah, so you like quietly kind of do these like little like zigzag dash movements between some of the larger objects, moving just quick enough that they can't, pick you up as you're moving through spots where they might have otherwise seen you. And you kind of end up almost appearing from nowhere behind the one that's a little bit closer to you with their back to you is the deformed looking one. And you're able to like you basically like grab both of their legs and just destroy them just by sheer strength of grab, right? You like snap the bones.
Oops.
And they end up on the ground like just cussing and screaming. They're clearly displeased with your first interaction.
I'm like, oh, hi, do you have a second?
What the hell is the matter with you? And the other one is like, what the hell was that?
I have some questions for you guys.
You werewolves! Aren't you werewolves? The well-dressed one is clearly disturbed by your presence in a completely different way. There's that same haughty fear that you got from the last one.
Yeah.
I'm like, werewolf? Nah. Do I look like a werewolf to you?
I don't actually You can look like humans just like we do.
Oh, you also a werewolf?
What? How dare you? I am a vampire.
Oh, sorry. No, potato, potato.
What?
We have some questions. Oh gosh.
What do you expect me to tell you, animal?
Hey, you're also an animal, by the way.
Okay, in the
Oh,
strictest sense, yes, I was once a human and therefore an animal, but I am not like you dog.
oh, thanks, man. Okay, so we were wondering first, what are you guys talking about? What language is that?
English.
Oh, okay. So what is it about Boone and Harpy?
Do you know nothing of the world and how people interact with each other in polite society? Of course
But
not. You dogs know absolutely nothing.
yeah, I'm a dog, duh. Explain.
It is not worth my time.
Okay, can someone immobilize this one too?
What?
Can I sneak around the back of him?
Yeah, let's do
Okay.
deck stealth.
Okay. Dex stealth. So that's Dex stealth is 4 for me. 7959.
Let's go.
Yeah, with Atha's distraction and that kind of roll, you just like you almost, as far as he's concerned, you just materialized from nothing next to him.
I
And
think you should
you
tell him
actually
what he
managed
wants to know.
even though you're in Hamid form, you're not just breaking the leg, you like managed to just rip one off.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh my gosh.
Ah,
You don't have a leg to stand on. I think you should tell us what we want to know.
You that is surprisingly good turn of phrase for a dog. We were simply discussing favors owed between members of polite society. Is this how you act in your society? You can't simply have a discussion, you must go around removing limbs?
I mean, fair, but I have a question. Do them grow back, or
Well,
can you grow the leg back?
yes, but that's beside the point. You've ruined my pants.
Ah, you're fine.
I'm sure you know a good tailor.
Again, beside the point.
Okay, can we ask about the book now, or do you think it's too soon?
I mean, he's not going anywhere. I'm sure.
Hmm.
I'm sure we can
He is
ask
indeed
him.
not going anywhere.
Who has the book? Was it
uh,
Koki that found the book?
wait,
Yeah, I think it was Koki.
was it? Oh yeah, because we took that off the body, so I
Yeah.
guess you had it, Lurch, because I think you're the one that killed him.
I killed
ripped
him,
him
but I
off
think
in
you
half,
searched
yeah.
the body and found
Yeah,
it.
I
Okay.
want to say it was Koki or Mira, one of you two had the most
Okay.
successful search.
So do we want to like ask them like if they know anything about this?
Yeah. See what
Yeah.
let's see if they know.
Yeah.
So like yeah, let's just show them the book and just be like, what the hell is this? You guys know what this is?
Oh, dear Kane, there are more of you. More importantly, how did you get the Harpy's book?
Herpes.
Let's just say he had a splitting headache.
Based on your speech up to this point, I will assume that you have interacted with him in much the same way you have interacted with me.
Of course not. Don't be ridiculous.
Oh, so he's not missing any limbs?
Well,
Uh,
parts of him aren't.
I think my point has been made.
They would
Anyway,
just do a little high five behind their back.
yeah, yeah.
If you must know, the harpy is the person in town in charge of keeping track of all of the little favors which we owe each other. That book is where the harpy kept tabs on our boons.
Ah,
Hmm.
so we have control over the boons now. Is that it?
No, of course not. They are still favors owed amongst us. You simply have the count of who owes what to who.
How much is that worth to you?
That's actually a useful question. It's worth rather a lot. But what would you need from me?
I don't know, guys. What do you think?
As soon as the conversation starts to drift in this direction, the voice that's telling you to cleanse is just screaming at you. And the
Gotcha.
message has shifted to not just kill, but like the implication is that to even discuss such a thing with this filthy whatever this is just blasphemous. It is the most horrifying thing that this voice has ever heard from a werewolf. You're getting indignance from two sides. You're getting the vampire is indignant at being attacked,
All
and
right,
the voice is
all right.
indignant that you would risk falling to the worm.
All right, point taken, point taken.
Oh wait, I have another question.
Yeah.
What's up with the water temple?
Oh, you're asking the this guy, or sorry, this lady. The water
man,
temple. You mean it? You haven't set foot there, have you?
No.
And I would ask that you do not. That is not a place for dogs to set their filthy feet.
Oh, thanks for your concern, but why?
It is a place of honor amongst our people.
Oh, and what's going on there? I mean, lately.
Never mind. I've told you too much already.
Okay, then bye bye.
What?
He said bye-bye. You've outlived your usefulness.
What? No, surely that you were offering an exchange for the book. Surely there's still something that I can offer you. Something of value to you that I could give to you. But what? There must be something.
Sorry, too late. That was a momentary lapse in judgment.
But they're everybody there's something everybody needs. What could could I offer
I
you?
need you to shut up.
Please.
And
Don't.
then I kill him.
What do we roll for the kill now?
He's lying on the ground missing a leg. You rip his head off.
Okay. Fair point. Fair point.
Okay.
Okay, let me think on that for just a moment here. Just want to make sure. Yeah, the most that happens is that it as you keep trying to kind of come after them, every once in a while when they're speaking to you, you feel this weird like you can sense like the same thing that you would sense from a dog that's trying to like any animal that's trying to like instill a fear in something else, you know, like when a bear stands up, or like a dog like, you know, kind of
puffing up
stands
its
back on,
chest.
you know, yeah, that, but it's in a like, it's coming at your mind, but it's just kind of bouncing off. It's not really doing much.
So they're trying to intimidate us, but we're just like, no.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So yeah, pretty much the one that's been talking to you, the well-dressed lady, as soon as you're done with her, you just like gone,
Yep.
head removed,
And
or whatever form you choose to take it. The other one has actually been starting to try and drag itself away, using, you know, its arms to like drag itself away. It's not been making a whole lot of progress because it's just not, you know, the most physically fit critter that's ever existed to begin with.
Right.
But yeah, all the more unpleasant to see it trying to drag itself away. Sorry, I'm also checking something else as I'm saying this.
Anybody want to take care of them?
Yeah, we could take care of them. I do have a question about that. They mentioned it was the herpes thing, and I'm still not sure why it was called like a herpes thing. Is that something that might be relevant? We might want to like look into, or is that like for the notebook?
So I think the harpy is the thing that we killed in the theater.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I think so.
That's basically your
Just
kind
the
of
name of the creature?
takeaway is that
Yeah.
that's some title or something that they're referring to the Slender Man guy as, is
Gotcha,
the
gotcha.
harpy. Yeah.
Yeah, we can take care of these guys.
Yeah. So as you try to
killed
turn
an
your
accountant.
attention to the unfortunate being on the floor, it appears to disappear
Ooh,
as you're
spooky.
trying to turn to it.
Weird.
And coming in from around you are a few other animals that, like, they come in, and for just a moment the other animals seem like maybe they're might try and attack you, but they each take one look at you and just bolt.
That was weird.
Yeah.
Wonder what
I
their
mean-
problem was.
Yeah. Obviously, we look so tough and intimidating. Obviously.
Yeah.
I mean, that's basically the impression that you get, right? Is like they came in thinking they were gonna fight something, they take one look at you and they're like, fuck that, I'm out of here.
Yeah, they like ran away like it was
Fuck
fart and
this
grunt
shit,
from
I'm
Power
out.
Rangers.
Yeah. So that's basically that.
Okay. Should we poke around their bodies? Well, the body that's left.
Yeah, why not? Let's see. Maybe we'll find another
Yeah.
another clue that'll take us someplace else. Who knows?
Yeah. All right. I guess I can roll for this one, or I guess we should all roll, see what we get.
Yeah, you can all roll. It'll be what is it? Either intelligence or wits paired with either awareness or insight.
All right.
Okay, I'll do intelligence plus awareness. So I got 6 there.
No, I am dumb, but probably got distracted by a butterfly or something. 2, 3, 5.
Okay, so that's actually a critical fail because none of them were successes.
Oof.
You actually wander off and lose track of the rest of the group for a little bit.
It was a blue butterfly. It was so beautiful.
I'm sure it was very pretty.
Fair
But
enough.
Needless to say, you don't find anything of use.
I got 3, 5, 7, 9, 5, 2.
So you got, what is that? 2 successes?
2
7 or 9?
successes? Yeah.
Anybody else rolling?
Yeah, I get 7 for the it was wits and awareness, right? Was it?
Yep, that's one of the combos.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I got a 10, 10, 6, 10, 2, 1, 9.
Jesus Christ.
Damn.
Nice.
Okay, so not only did you get, what is that, like 5 successes, you get a bonus 2 successes for the fact that at least 2 of those were 10s.
Hell yeah.
So you just like, out of the corner of your eye, you just clearly see, oh, that's where one of them was living.
Oh shit.
Oh, damn.
And everybody else is like, well, this is just a pile of shit. I don't know what's going on. Why were they meeting here? And then you're just like, out of nowhere, are like, oh, the ugly one was living in that pile of shit over there. Not only
Well,
do
there
you
you go.
immediately notice the pile of shit that the ugly one was living in, you find every last detail of its existence that's available to you in there. As it turns out, this thing was pretty good with information too.
Oh.
And you find like its computer and everything else that it had in there. Mira, I know I'm cheating you out of getting to report your rolls, but it doesn't really matter at this point.
Oh, that's okay.
Yeah, so you found a whole mess of stuff in there, a bunch of like notes and like what turned out to be a lockbox that you never would have noticed otherwise. There's like a computer, there's you would find and disable a couple of traps. You're just like on it today for whatever reason. Your brain just like, boom, you got it. You found everything.
Got those math symbols flying around.
It's the whole like, what is it, A Beautiful Mind, where there's just the like,
yeah.
all the algorithms and formulas just floating past your head. But the computer is password protected, and unfortunately your brain is not locked into that particular branch of figuring anything else. You're not able to get into there. But you do find some interesting notes about things. You find mentions of something called Elysium that seems to maybe be tied to the water temple. You find mentions of a La Sombra that seems to be tied to the word harpy and the theater in Redwood City. You find a mention of something called a Ventru that's tied with the Marina District in San Francisco, which would be the other neighborhood that the Goral pointed you towards. And you find mention of a couple of... You find like a whole group of stuff. There's... as you're picking through, it seems like you're probably somewhere in the neighborhood of like 15 to 20 vampires probably operating in the area, kind of spread around.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, those are the main ones that you found. You even find some suggestions of some new areas that I'm just now realizing that I didn't make enough detailed notes to tell you exactly where they're all at. And some notes even about something called Bruja and Anarchs that are tied to farther out in the middle of the state, like in the Central Valley area. But those notes are a little bit less detailed. They're just kind of passing mentions of those. But it turns out that even just here in the Bay Area, there's like 15 or 20 of these things probably. Yeah.
Are the rest of us aware of this stuff, or
I mean,
I'm
depending
not
on
even there, man.
exactly how much Koki's character wants to share, but you can clearly see her like going through all these, like she's picked a bunch of different locks, and like you can see that she's working on stuff and like piling up papers and kind of flipping through them and reading some of the stuff and all that.
Okay.
Except for Athagorn, he's
I'm away.
one of those buildings over there probably by now.
He's in
I don't know.
Atha's world. So I guess I'll walk over to Mitzi and ask her what she's found.
Yeah. I'm just going through their stuff right now. Have I found anything interesting now? I mean, you said that we had access to the computer, right?
The computer is the only thing that you're not able to get into because that requires a whole different skill set.
Okay, gotcha, gotcha.
Oh,
You can.
there's a computer?
Yeah, if you have, what would that be? I guess that would still be like intelligence and probably technology. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I only got a
I
2 on
do
that.
have I crack my fingers and say, "Give me that." Um
All right, take it away, hacker man.
so I've got 4 intelligence and 3 technology.
Okay.
Nice.
So that's 7 total. Okay. 6, 3, 7, 4, 7, 3, 6. That's a fucking palindrome.
And a butt ton of successes. What? How many successes
Yes.
was that total?
4?
4. Okay. Um.
Because it's anything 6 or above, right?
Yeah, anything 6 or above. You do feel like you're making some progress.
Okay.
However, this is a particularly tricky system to get into.
Damn.
So while you are making progress, you just feel like it's going to take you more time to get past what's going on here. There's several layers of encryption and multiple passwords and all kinds of stuff that are going on here. So you figure, you're at a point where you feel like if you take it back home and, invest the time, you will get this thing unlocked, but you're not going to be able to like do it right here, right now.
Right now. Okay. Can I skin band it?
Explain.
Skin band is a gift. I can pretty much
One of
turn
your
it
gifts.
into
Okay.
Yeah. I can turn it into a tattoo and wear it on my body. It still does. I still feel the weight of it, but I can just carry it on my body.
Yeah.
Oh.
It costs 1 willpower. And then retrieving it's only a minor action.
Yeah, as long as the description suits that you would be able to do that with this particular object, then yeah, you got it.
I believe so. I think it's a Ragabash gift. No, that's it's Glasswalker gift. Yeah, skin bind. Sorry, not skin band.
Okay.
Gives to use their own skin as a mystic container, storing objects within it in the form of a temporary tattoos or brands, a moth spirit, or associated with this.
That's from
spirit
the
associated
core
with
rule.
writing. Yeah, it's just in the Werewolf APOC TTRPG.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's
Let's
gifts
see.
and it's Glasswalker.
Let's see. Native gifts, Ragabash. It does sound very reasonable.
Yeah, it's under the Glasswalker
Galliard,
gifts.
Maroon.
Page 171.
171. Oh, because it's one word, I put a space between. That's the next thing I should have checked. Yeah, I guess that's not. Yeah, there's nothing there about any mundane item into a tattoo image of itself. Yeah, so there's just going to be like a picture of a laptop on your person.
Okay, cool. I do that, and then that's -1 willpower for me.
Yep.
Okay. Grab my eraser.
Okay, so I am running a little bit short of time. I would say no need to answer now, but we could continue playing another time if folks want to.
I
I'm
had a
I'm
fun
down.
time, but it's hard
Yeah.
for me to fit stuff in.
Yeah.
But you can hit me up, and I can give you a yes or no if my character can kind of like join the pack when
Sure.
I can. If that's okay.
Yeah,
It's just
same,
I can't
honestly.
commit. I can't commit to like a
Yeah.
specific schedule. But if you guys throw out a date and I happen to have free, I can scoot by.
Yeah. I always try to run my stuff in a way where people can relatively easily kind of be in and out of it. So like even if you miss, a session or two and then you're available again, it's easy enough to like hop in and out
Cool.
usually.
Yeah, because this
Um,
next month is going to be like hell for me because I have a lot to launch before my birthday.
Yeah,
Which is
yeah.
the 23rd.
Mm.
So I got a lot to get done, and I'm going to
Yeah.
be like really
Swamped.
really swamped for a little
Yeah.
bit, and then it'll get a little easier to make time after that.
And it's always hurting cats trying to put something like this together.
Yeah.
Oh,
Especially with VTubers.
Yeah.
yeah, but you can throw dates because I had a fun time. I'd love to join for like another one. I
Yeah.
just don't know when I can like get a time commitment. You know what I mean?
Yeah. We'll figure something out. I'm sure I can. I mean, obviously there's plenty more vampires to be cleansed, and
Slain.
there's always other stuff going on that each of you guys, I'm sure, have some fun plot threads to pull on in your lore and all that stuff. So,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fun.
there's
Yeah,
always tons more.
It was
to
a
do.
lot of fun.
Yeah.
that's cool.
Cool. Well, thank you all for playing. Yeah, I obviously had quite a lot of fun as well.
Thanks for putting it
Yeah,
together.
thank you.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
We've
Thanks,
been
man.
trying to get this together for a little while. I'm
It
glad
took a little
we
bit of
finally.
time, but it's always like that. Like I say, it's hurting cats.
Yeah,
So yeah,
it's hurting
it's always
cats.
like everybody's like, "Oh yeah, man, that sounds great. I'm really excited. And they say that for,
Everybody's
like,
excited
3
in the
years, and then it
moment.
happens.
Yeah. The fact that this even happened is amazing.
Yeah, it was tons and tons of fun. All right, I am gonna let you guys go and say all my thank yous and whatnot to chat, and we'll see you guys around.
Sounds
All right.
good.
Bye.
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 All right, chat. I owe first off some big thank yous to people. Let me scroll back here to, I believe the last one that I got was Pig. So that means I owe Mr. I don't know if it's Mr. I owe Arabongo a thank you for both a follow and a subscribe. Very cool. Thank you. DJ Grimloki, thanks for the follow. That Kappa train went insane. Thank you guys for that. And thank you for follows from Velasca, Master Megabyte, Manosphere, and I'm probably going to get this one wrong, Zivkar. Yeah, tons and tons of fun. I'm really hoping we can put together a chance to do this again. This was a hugely fun group to do this with. I knew it was going to be coming into it. It was really obvious that these people were going to be a ton of fun to play with and watch and listen to. So, yeah. That being said, yeah, it's about time for me to call it a night. So I think we are going to find somebody to raid. Let's see who is on. It's a little bit late, but oh yeah, there's a whole ton of people on. Let's go see. Let's go see. I'm thinking. You know what? Knowing this group, I think I've got just the right person. Let's just go see Meat. I think that's the move. Oop, almost spelled that wrong. Bada boom. Yeah. All right, y'all. Yeah, like I said, absolutely tons of fun. Looking forward to seeing everybody around, and I will be back on. My schedule has actually changed dramatically for this coming week. I believe I will be on Monday morning. I need to check for sure that that's going to be the case. I think I was looking at like 8 a.m. Pacific. Yeah, that's about it. You can check all my socials and stuff in the description, whatnot below, and follow on the Blue Sky and all that. In the meantime, bye-bye.